guys know that suddenly I had a urge to go to Kumbh. Remember, I was like, I have to go to Kumbh. I will go to Kumbh. And then I was talking to everyone, and then
मुझे जरा सुनिए तो उनकी बात ध्यान से।
and then let me mute my mom.
उनकी बात सुनिए।
So, and I had a urge to go Kumbh, and suddenly, remember, we were having meeting, and I was like, I have to go Kumbh. I have to go Kumbh. I told everyone I have to go Kumbh. And then what happened? That suddenly. There was some resistance from, like, like, why do you have to come, it's too crowded, from my family, that it's too crowded, why do you guys want to come? And it's all those things were going on. And at night, that night, I was not able to sleep till 2 a.m. I was awake, and it's normal for me. The people who know me, they know I don't sleep many of the nights. So I was just sitting, and then around 2 a.m. I sat down. It felt like to sit down, and my eyes were totally awake. So that means my kundalini was totally awake, right? I can't shut down my eyes. And then I sat, and I felt like my body getting into by itself into meditation. So I said, okay, let meditate. Nothing to do, so meditate then. And then my body had the total experience of Kumbh. The beautiful part was that it was not the experience related to taking bath or going into the water. No, I felt like my entire body turned into that place, literally that holy place. And it felt lot of grounding, and it felt like that I am just merging with the land there. And then I started feeling that the rivers are flowing on my body, which was like totally, like, I was like, okay, I'm experiencing it. The rivers are flowing into my body. And then after that, I felt like people walking on me, on my body. And obviously, my body was like very, very big. I don't know how big to have that kind of experience. And then I saw people walking on me. I saw saints, many saints walking on my body. And then I saw like many of the, like tent and chattering of people and everything. And it was getting more deeper into that stage, like oneness with the total place, like total. It was not like getting into oneness with one river or one person or anything. No, it was like for everything. It felt like that I am there, the everything, whatever belongs there, that all thing I am there. And it took like 1 hour, the total experience. And then when I came into my senses, I thought that it was such a big experience. Maybe why I'm getting these kind of experience. What was this? And then I sat down into unclutch. I did not wanted it to become my identity, or I thought like, how come so many things I saw? I like, am I imagining so many things? And I started unclutching the entire process inside me. That okay, let me unclutch everything. I don't need all this. And I don't know, after when around 4 or something, maybe I slept for 1 hour, around 5. I got up. Then I called Geeta Ma immediately. And because I needed somebody to validate it, that what was it? Was it my mind play a trick with me, or my desire coming such a big in front of me? What is it? What's going on? And then it happened that when I called her and I told her the entire experience, when I had the urge to go to Kumbh, I called her and told. And then she said, okay, Ma, I was inviting you, you didn't come. Now it's up to you. And then I next morning, I'm telling her, like, okay, this all thing happened with me. What was that? She said that is such a rare kind of experience you had. Like, very few people must have on this earth this kind of experience. She told because you didn't had a desire to go, this experience, this oneness process was ready for you, but you didn't had any desire to go. Because when she asked me to come, they went in January, and I was like, oh, I don't want to come. So she told that the God gave you the desire, because when the desire you had, then you had the the something happened that the desire was blocked, that okay, this is not going to manifest, it's not good for you to come. And in that all process, you had this oneness experience. And I feel like that whatever she said, it was like, true. Maybe the suppression of desire was so hard on me that it manifested into oneness. What do you guys think? Any comments? Van? Yeah.
I mean, it sounds real for sure, and I think, it's interesting to feel, I guess my sensing of it was that you were communing with Mother Earth in that experience, right? The rivers and the people walking on you in the tents.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a, I would call it a Devi experience because of that. But doesn't, I don't have much else to say about it.
Yeah, it was a Devi experience, totally. I never had this kind of experience. I have never read anywhere this kind of experience. And it was like just my experience. And then after that, I felt so fulfilled from inside.
Mm.
And it felt like, oh my, there is no need to go. If I go also now, it is okay, totally fine. If I don't go, it is totally fine. In the both the cases, I am totally fulfilled, and I am totally satisfied. I don't have any complaint. Or and then I then I was laughing in my Hindi class, because the same day Hindi session yesterday, it was that night only it happened, and I was telling everyone that I should thank to my family that they tried to oppose me, they tried to pressure on me, and then I had this great experience, which was not like having a oneness with a river or taking a bath in a river. Like, what can I imagine? Going and taking a bath in the river? Instead of that, turning into that whole landmark. Yeah, so I'm going to share this my whole experience as a meditation, and I know that because in the Hindi session I did the same thing, and people had like beautiful experience, and after that also my cousins and everyone were telling that it was very beautiful. Like they felt like going into that part of earth and merging and everything.